follow the buzzards. We have a new WWE champion, Bray Wyatt. Now everybody has to run. Hey boys and girls, this is Wildman Willis here, and I'm doing a review of the Elimination Chamber SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view. All in all, this was a pretty good pay-per-view. The matches was pretty decent. The undercard was okay. We actually had 3 women's matches on the card, which is something that you don't see too often. We also had 2 title changes. Bray Wyatt finally getting the WWE title in the Elimination Chamber match. And Naomi beat Alexa Bliss for the SmackDown Women's title. More about that in a moment. So I'm going to run down the matches. The first match was Becky Lynch versus Mickie James. Mickie James is the returning heel and a veteran that feels like that none of her contributions to women's wrestling in the WWE matters. So that's why she's going after Becky Lynch, which was one of the females from the women's revolution that started 2 years ago. So pretty good match. Mickie James and Becky Lynch, I think they need to work a little bit more matches with each other so they can be a little bit more crisp with each other. But all in all, it was a pretty good match. Next match, we had Apollo Crews and Kalisto versus Dolph Ziggler in a 2-on-1 match. If Dolph Ziggler had won in this match, it would have made Apollo Crews and Kalisto look like chumps. But Dolph did the dirty move and beat up Kalisto before the match started, which was cool to see. But Apollo Crews held on his own until Kalisto came back. But Dolph ended up losing the match, but he got his revenge on both guys at the end and basically tried to break Apollo Crews' ankle with putting his ankle in between the chairs. And what's funny is when Dolph was a face, nobody gave a damn about him at all. But now since he turned into a heel, crowd is cheering for him. So that's just no logic at all with that one. So, but we'll see how this feud goes on. Most likely it's going to be Dolph and Apollo at Mania on the pre-show or something like that. So we'll see. Then we had the Tag Team Turmoil match for the SmackDown Tag Titles. And it was basically all the tag teams on the SmackDown roster in this match. So Breezango looking like they deserve to be part of the Willis people. Ascension, they haven't been nothing but fall guys since they came from NXT. Rhino and Heath Slater, the crowd is still behind them. The Usos coming out looking like they belong on Boys in the Hood, but I like their heel persona, so cool to see them in the ring. Vaudevillains, they just fell to the wayside. And America Alpha last through the Turmoil match to beat the Ascension and keep the tag team titles. It was an okay thing, but it just drug out too long for me. So, and the next match we had was Nikki Bella versus Natalya. This feud has been going on for a while, both ladies are veterans in the ring. I feel like Nikki doesn't get the acclaim that she deserves in the ring because she has improved a lot over the years in the ring. So, and it seemed like her brother-in-law Daniel Bryan was teaching her some submission moves because her back isn't all that great. So she has to have more of a ground game than flying off of stuff like she used to. So that was good to see. Match ended up becoming a double DQ. So that feud is still going on, but they planning for seeds for John Cena and Nikki versus The Miz and Maurice because of something that happened during the backstage brawl with Natalya and Nikki. So we'll see about that. The next match we had was Randy Orton versus Luke Harper. This match was, to me, one of the better matches out of the night. My man Luke Harper put on his A game. Randy Orton is just a veteran in the ring. I know some people complain about Randy being kind of slow and methodical in some of his matches, but that's why he's the Viper. That's what he's supposed to be, slow and methodical. So, and I had no problem with that because that keeps him in the ring longer and makes him have a better shelf life, especially with he has prior shoulder injuries. So that's another reason why I think Randy wrestles like that. But Luke Harper showed that he could be something other than just being a Wyatt family guy. So we'll see what they do with him. The next match was for the SmackDown Tag Team titles, Alexa Bliss versus Naomi. It was a decent match, but Naomi is still very sloppy in the ring. The last minute, she rushed her spring-legged moonsault and didn't really hit Alexa Bliss the both times she did it. So it came off very awkward looking. She just was rushing too much and didn't give Alexa Bliss enough time to get in position to do the move. So that kind of, to me, ruined her title win. And if she doesn't tighten up with her wrestling, I don't know if they're going to trust her having the title for so long, especially since it's going to be in her own town. Most likely she'll lose it at WrestleMania, since I'm not really too much of a fan of her because she really hasn't improved any in the ring to me for real. So that's just me. She's more of just an entrance than anything else. So hopefully this title reign will be short. So I'm not really impressed with her. So moving on to the main event, the Elimination Chamber. We had Miz, AJ Styles, Baron Corbin, Bray Wyatt, Dean Ambrose, and the going-in champ, John Cena. Miz played a good chicken shit heel, the way he's supposed to be, taking advantage of Baron Corbin beating the hell out of Dean Ambrose, which was cool to see. John Cena, AJ Styles in the ring is just pure magic, so you can't say nothing bad about them. Even though John Cena get booed when he comes out on the ring apron and he just shake it off. Roman, you need to learn how to do that. When you come out, you always had the boo-boo face when you get booed, so you need to take a page from John Cena about that. So, and Dean Ambrose was pretty good. Baron Corbin is going to be a threat down the line for Dean Ambrose's Intercontinental title. No doubt that's what they were setting up for. You can always count on The Miz and AJ Styles to pull out what they need to pull out. Bray Wyatt finally getting the WWE title. Now, if he keeps it after Mania, that would be a good thing to see. Most likely, Randy Orton hopefully will put over Bray Wyatt, because Bray Wyatt does need time to shine as a WWE champion, at least until at least SummerSlam. At least, let's not just have him a 1 month champion. That just wouldn't be fair for a lot of people that's been supporting Bray Wyatt for a long time. Even though he's supposed to be a bad guy, people like Bray Wyatt anyway. Especially us horror fans are really into the whole Wyatt family gimmick. So we'll see how this plays on down the line. So all in all, a great, fun, interesting, setting up for WrestleMania SmackDown pay-per-view. This is it for me. This is Wildman Willis signing off. See you next time.